Mercedes, thanks so much for joining us. Great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, before we get into your match coming up this weekend and all the great things that are happening with you, you're a massive Boston sports fan.
Yeah,
This is you have to be in your element right now. Where were you when the Boston Celtics won the title?
I was in the arena. I was at the TD Garden. I was front row. I was with that countdown. I was with the fans. I was ready for that eruption. It was an amazing moment to celebrate with my team and my city. I also had my championship there too. So that's why we're the cities of champions for a reason. It was so amazing to be there live and to really just be there with my city. It was so incredible.
Can you give us like a behind the scenes story of the party, the after party, all the festivities? Do you have anything for us?
Okay, so I was going to go to the after party, but it got a little too crazy. So I just wanted to get back to the hotel because it was a long day. But just trying to get to the hotel with over, I don't know how many fans were outside, climbing the light poles, climbing different things, jumping off of different things. I'm like, I'm a little scared, but but let them have their fun. They had so much fun in the city of Boston.
Amazing. Another team that I know you're following pretty closely has got to be the New England Patriots. Tom Brady era officially over, Bill Belichick era officially over, but now you get Drake May. So are you fully behind this young quarterback, or are you feeling a little nervous about really starting over again?
I always get nervous to start over, but like I said, we are the city of champions for a reason. And we got a nice little kickstart with me winning the TBS championship. Now the Celtics won their championship. Now it's the Patriots' turn. So I got all faith in them.
Which Boston athlete is your biggest fan?
Oh, who's my biggest fan? I would have to check in my DMs to see. There's a lot.
I bet, Mercedes. I bet. That's not a lie. Facts, facts all around. Okay, so tell us a little bit about this journey for you. In January, you signed with AEW. Sounds like from the reports, a little bit of a bidding war, but you go to AEW. How has your experience been with this outfit?
Oh, it's been so incredible. I get to have this fire in my heart again. I get to go out and chase my dreams once again. I get to have so many different doors of opportunity wide open for me to go and just walk right through. AEW is where the best wrestle, and I am one of the greatest women's wrestlers in the world. So to be able to do that, to do this at this platform where Tony Khan, legit, he wants only the best. He wants the best of the best. And he knows that he has the top player right here as the face of TBS. So it's been such an incredible journey, especially since I debuted back in March at Boston at the TD Garden. It's just been such an amazing, amazing experience so far.
For wrestling fans, I mean, they know that you really helped usher in a golden era of women's wrestling back at WWE. You really did. And, you know, to bring that over to AEW, how do you get that momentum that you had at WWE with the women's wrestling? How do you get that to AEW and make it even bigger?
It's by winning this. It's by going on my mission and making it a global mission to put women's wrestling on the map globally. It's bringing that heart and desire that I had in WWE, that same fight that I wanted for the women there to bring that back over here. I just want the best for women's wrestling all over the world. And I have the most amazing division that wants the same thing here in AEW. So when you have a team like that, when you have a division like that, we are so unstoppable right now.
Your match coming up, Forbidden Door against, again, UBS Arena. It's this Sunday, June 30th. Stephanie Vacker, can you explain what we're in for on Sunday?
Oh, you are in for the most amazing women's lucha match in the history of women's wrestling. I don't think people are going to even expect what we're going to be pulling out this Sunday. Stephanie Valker is the New Japan Strong Women's Champion, a title that I was trying to capture last year. I had a tournament last year and I wrestled her, and that was my first time ever wrestling her. She is from Chile, but she's out in Mexico performing for CMLL and New Japan Strong. And she is amazing. The moment that I locked up with her, I knew there was something really, really special with her. And you don't get that with a lot of people that you wrestle. It's usually you train with them or you have to fill out their chemistry. Just me and her instantly had chemistry like that. So this Sunday, not only is my TBS title on the line, her New Japan Strong title is on the line. So both titles are on the line. So one of us is going to be walking out as double champions.
Who were some of the other women that you felt that instant chemistry with? And then maybe would we be surprised on somebody who you really had to work on that chemistry, but it ended up becoming, this great entertainment product, this great experience?
I won't name names on that last one so I won't offend them. But there's women like Bailey. I remember having a tryout match with her and we didn't even know each other and instantly we had chemistry. Same thing with Charlotte when we first went to FCW. Me and her were told to lock up and we had the most crispest lockup. Like it still gives me goosebumps because of that lockup. I was like, whoa, me and you are going to do something very special one day. And we did. Same thing with Willow. Willow is someone that I wrestled last year, and she's the one that won the New Japan Strongman's Championship last year. Instantly, when I locked up with her, I was like, you're amazing. We have good chemistry, and I just can't wait for more. And the same with Stephanie. So I'm so thankful and so fortunate for these opportunities to wrestle so many new girls and have these chances to lock up with these girls and see if I have instant chemistry. And right now, women's wrestling is bigger and larger than ever. There's so many women that are out there training to try to be in a place where I'm at right now. So it's just so cool to see how far the sport has changed for us.
Yeah, and you mentioned Charlotte. That's Charlotte Flair. We're talking with Mercedes Moné. Of course, she'll be fighting Forbidden Door, UBS Arena. That's June 30th, this Sunday. And, I don't know if you've seen Ronda Rousey, who's someone you overlapped with at WWE, had some pointed remarks about the company. Did you know that she was that unhappy when she was wrestling with WWE? Because it sounds like this was not a great experience for her. Oh, did this lock up? Oh no.
You're not frozen, Maggie. I think I'm not sure, Mercedes, if you're frozen over
Yeah, I
there.
think we were frozen. I don't know if I have John's number though. What happened?
Uh,
Ah,
oh, we lost him.
We're back. It was our Wi-Fi.
oh my gosh. It's like, what happened?
Okay,
Okay.
we're still recording.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just asking, did you know that Rhonda was having a not a great time? It sounds like from what she wrote in her memoir that WWE wasn't a great experience for her.
Well, that's her experience. So yeah, get the book if you want to read that. I had a great experience there. I even had a great experience wrestling Ronda. So, are you sure you read the book right? Because I think she had some good times and great matches out there. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, she said it was like casting couch culture. She said that she thought they weren't really invested in women's wrestling until they were sort of forced to be. Were these any kind of conversations that were going on behind the scenes, or this was news to you?
It's news to me because of what I brought to the table for WWE and for women's wrestling, what I fought for. Um, Me and Rhonda are completely different when it comes to our views for women's wrestling. I am the standard, the blueprint for a reason, and I love and I respect this game so much. So I'm ready to fight and do everything I can for women's wrestling. I know Rhonda coming in did help a lot because of how big of a name she was in FCW, I'm sorry, UFC, and really just fighting for women in that culture. So I would only hope that she would want to come to WWE to make it better and not to talk bad about it.
Mercedes Monet is joining us. Forbidden Door, UBS Arena. This is June 30th. All right, we have to talk a little bit outside of the ring. Your uncle is Snoop Dogg. It's always very fun because he's everywhere. He's going to be commentating for the Olympics for NBC.
Yeah.
I mean, if your uncle was going to be an Olympic athlete, what sport do you think Snoop Dogg would be best at?
Well, first, he's not my uncle. He's all your uncles. He's my cousin. He's my
He's
first
your cousin. I'm sorry.
And I don't know. You never know with Snoop Dogg. That's the thing about him. You don't know what to expect, but you do know you're going to have a good time when he's out there because he loves to have a great time. So I can't wait to watch the Olympics knowing that he's going to be there and commentate.
I mean, what can't he do? It's
He is someone that inspires me because he does everything. He's not just a legend in music. He's an icon in this world because of everything that he does for it. He's such a face that when you see him, you're just instantly happy. Everybody loves Snoop Dogg. So he is just such an icon and a legend and such an inspiration.
I think some people were maybe a little bit surprised that the Drake Kendrick Lamar feud that went on was so much about, California and LA versus, I guess, Toronto and Drake. And,
Kendrick won.
and you know what? And Snoop didn't go to Lamar, didn't go to the concert in LA, and people were surprised by that. He's sort
Oh,
of playing
really?
neutral. Were you surprised?
I am surprised because I wish he would have gave the ticket to me because I'm the biggest Kendrick fan. So if I would have known that he wasn't going to show up, then I should have showed up for Kendrick. That's for sure.
Is there a wrestling equivalent of Kendrick and Drake right now? Like, is there a comp? I'm not sure to put you on the spot here, but is there a comp? Because it's obviously gotten very intense between those two.
Oh, yeah. I think they actually stole from wrestling on how to do these competitions with each other. That's where a lot of these, where anybody gets any of their inspiration from, it comes from wrestling, having a program or putting on a promo or doing a diss thing. So I think they definitely took from us, but the only thing I can compare it to it was maybe me and Willow for a little bit. But of course, I'm the Kendrick and Willow's the Drake.
Of course. Mercedes Mone joining us just for another minute or two. So I believe technically right now, Becky Lynch is a free agent. This is also somebody who you overlapped with at WWE. If you were going to pitch her, hey, come with me to AEW, let's do this thing, what would you want to say to Becky Lynch?
I would choose other rumor girls that I've heard that might be on the free agent list. So I think there's a lot, by the way, out there. So I would say the more the merrier, as long as you're good, as long as you're one of the best wrestlers in the world, come over here because this is where the best wrestle. I've heard little rumors of a certain girl that I really, really love. I don't want to name names because if I say their name, then the other competition might just want to get them that much quicker. So hopefully we have a chance to get her. But I would absolutely love her and her husband to be here. But that's just that.
Okay, we're gonna have to figure out. Do we get a hint? No, nothing.
You just go on X or Twitter or Instagram. I'm sure the fans will figure it out which one I want.
Very good. Love that. We'll finish out with this last one, which is, you left the other company, you go to Japan, now you're in AEW, just sort of your evolution and where you are right now. And like, how would you describe where you are at this very moment in your career?
I am leaving a legacy that just can't be undone. I am letting people know my work. Like if you don't appreciate this work, my work shows off for itself. I always say the saying, be so good they can't ignore you. And I can't be ignored this time around. I've been doing this for 14 years and I've done the most amazing, incredible things in professional wrestling, from main eventing television, from pay-per-views to WrestleManias, to getting to go to New Japan and making my New Japan debut at Wrestle Kingdom, the biggest stadium in Japan. Just last week, I went down to CMLL at the longest reigning company that's been around for 90 years and made my debut down there. I am making women's wrestling global because I want it to be known that women's wrestling is just the very best, and we just can't be denied. So right now in my career, I just feel like this is going to be my best year yet. And I cannot wait for this Sunday to show off just even more of what I'm capable of.
I'm sorry, I just have one last one for you. Are you following Caitlin Clark? I know you're such a big sports fan.
Yes, I'm following her and Angel or Angela. It's so incredible to see women's basketball take storm like this. I can't wait to sit courtside for a game one day. It's so exciting. I love everything women in sport are killing. We got to keep on doing it.
So Caitlin obviously is getting like a welcome to the WNBA moment from some of the veterans, right? They're playing her, and Angel Reese also is getting the welcome to the WNBA moment, and they're rising above it and they're coming back for more. Did you experience those sort of welcome to, wrestling moments? And if so, how did you overcome them?
Duh. I mean, I feel like that's in any industry you go into, especially if you're the new person and especially if you're good. People don't want you to be better than them. They want you to be good, but not better than them. So for you, you just have to follow your heart and just let them know, like, you can be good, but I'm going to be better. But we can work as a team. But I'm just still let you know that I'm the blueprint, I'm the standard, and I'm the CEO. So you just have to keep on going because I want to always be the best. And that's just not against women, it's against the men too. So it's just letting them know that you have to be the very best. And who cares if you have haters? you're always going to have a hater because the top of the bosses, they're not going to like, but I give you the paycheck for the reason.
Mercedes Moné, can't wait to watch June 30th. It's this Sunday, UBS Arena, Forbidden Door. So great to see you. Thank you for doing this and best of luck on Sunday.
Thank you. I appreciate you so much.